Hello, beaders. Welcome to Beachside Bead Boutique. My name is Jerry. Today, I'm creating a Valentine's Day inspired bracelet set and a pair of earrings that will pair with it perfectly. I'm calling this Frosted Valentine, and it's soft, romantic, sparkly, and a little bit boho. If you love pinks, pearls, and designs that feel handmade but elevated, you're going to love this one. So let's get beading. For this bracelet set, I'm using a mix of bold pink focal beads, frosted pink rounds, some white pearl style beads, and a few gold spacers. I'm stringing everything on a stretch cord for easy, comfortable fits. And I will list everything in my description box. So first, the bead strands that I have are this. I bought this from Hobby Lobby. It's a really pretty check glass strand. I thought it was very nice for Valentine's Day. Very pretty light pink with the bold pink roses. Very, very pretty. So I'm going to use that. And then also, I did pick up this very pretty glow glass pink. And I really like that and thought this paired very nice with this check glass strand. So it's bold without being neon. Just very pretty though. And I love the way that this has the, two-toned colors in there, and it does glow. So pretty. And then also I do have some beads that I picked up from, it's Jesse James beads, and they're little packs that you get from Walmart. So I thought I would use some of these. And then also I do have some of these little pearls and little hearts that I will probably incorporate as well. And that was from a pack like this. Well, it came from Hobby Lobby. So it was this pack from Bead Design Co. And it's just some hearts and little pearls. We have roses and the little bows, which I'm not using any of those, but I will use some of the hearts and the pearls. And then also you will need some gold spacers. I have gold head pins, eye pins, and the stretch cord that I'm going to use is 0.8 millimeter. And then also you will need some gold ear wire. And then I have needle nose pliers, bent nose pliers, flush cutters, round nose pliers, and then also you will need a ruler and a pair of scissors and probably a couple of bead stoppers. So let's go ahead and get started on this beautiful boho Valentine set. Okay, beaders, so I got all my beads ready, and I'm going to start with my 0.8 millimeter stretch cord. Now I'm going to cut a nice length of piece, more than what I need. I don't really measure. I mean, I never really do. I just kind of eyeball it and, make sure that it is going to be big enough to string my beads and have enough room to be able to tie my cord. But first, what you want to do is pre-stretch your cord. So to do this, you're just going to take your cord and just give it a nice stretch. And we pre-stretch the cord because, for one, when you put the beads on, it's going to weigh the cord down. So over time, it's going to cause a gap in between your beads and sagging, and could also cause breakage. So you want to give the cord just a nice little stretch so that your bracelets will last longer if you do this. Okay, so that's all you have to do. And we're going to go ahead and start stringing. Okay, beaders, so I'm going to start with this check glass bead. This is really pretty clear with a little bit of bold pink. It adds just a little bit of shine and just really, really pretty. So we're going to start with this as a center focal. And then from here, I'm going to build on both sides. It's going to be slightly asymmetrical. And I'm going to use the carved pink florals. I'm going to use some of the pink glow glass, and then of course some of the gold and off-whitish clear crystals and the pearl type beads. So I'm going to go ahead from here and add this rhinestone spacer bead. I'm going to add one of these on both sides of this rose. And then I'm going to add a pearl on each side. So one of these smaller pearls that came in that bead mix that I showed you from Hobby Lobby. So it's a pearl type bead. We'll say that. Okay, from here we'll go ahead and add a glow glass on each side. Really pretty. Now we'll go ahead and add a couple of gold spacers to break things up. And you guys know when I bead, I do like to have different shapes, sizes, and textures. Looking nice. Very pretty. Love the pink and the white pearl with the pink glow glass because that adds a little bit of purpley glow with the really pretty gold to break things up. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and use from the check glass strand. I'm going to use these. And we'll go ahead and add a little bit of gold. So I have two of these little smaller gold spacers. Actually, let's do things a little bit different here. I'm going to add one of these. Now we'll go ahead and add the gold. Okay, now I'm going to add one of these hearts to one side. So I'm going to add this pale pink one. We do have a couple of different colors here. But I'm going to add the pale pink. So I'm adding this to one side. And then to the other side, I'm going to add a smaller glow glass. You know, that's just how I like to do things. I like things to be random and asymmetrical, and if you want yours to match on both sides, then by all means, that's how you string it. As I always tell you, I'm just giving you the inspiration. I want you to do it how you like doing it and what looks right to you. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and add gold. I'm going to add one of these bigger gold spacers. And then I'm going to add this really pretty carved rose. It's pretty on both sides. So really any of these could be the focal because they're so pretty, and there is no clasp. So, I mean, it's, you know, all up to you on how you want to wear it. On this side, I'm going to add a gold, just a smaller gold spacer. And then I'm going to add this pretty check glass rose. I really, really like this. I love these check beads. They are super pretty. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go ahead and add a pearl. And I'll do the same to the other side. And then we'll add a little bit of gold to both sides. And I'm going to add one of these crystals from the Jesse James bead mix. And I guess I don't have any more of these gold spacers, which is fine with me. So I'll add this one. And then I'm going to add one of these smaller crystals. Okay, let me see how long this is. Okay, that is too big probably. Okay, let me take off this spacer here. Let me go ahead and add a small one. And then a small crystal right here. Or I'll do a small pearl. No, I'm going to do I'm going to go ahead and do a glow glass. So that'll be the last bead on this side. Okay, that looks really good. Okay, this is about 7.5 inches, which is good for me. This is a good size for me. If you need yours smaller, then, you know, adjust it accordingly. And you guys know you need to trust the process. And by that, I mean you have to trust your eye and your instinct and what looks right for you. So if it doesn't look right, you can easily take something off. Like I said, I like mine random and a little bit of asymmetrical, so it's not matchy-matchy on both sides. But if you like yours like that, then by all means, you string your beads like that. You do it how you like to do it. Okay, let me try this around my wrist first. I'm going to put a bead stopper on one end, just so my beads don't go flying, so I can wrap it around my wrist and see how it looks. That is so pretty. Very nice. And do I want to do any adjusting? Let's see. I think this is good. I'll leave it like this, and then we'll go ahead and tie it. So to tie it, you're going to kind of tie it like you tie your shoe. So you're just going to take your cords together and then cross over one time, pull it tight, and then you're going to go ahead and take it under 2 times. So basically a double tie. Pull it tight. And I'm going to cut this cord. I always have my cord too long, but I would rather have it too long and not be, you know, too short to where I'm struggling. Okay, so now I'm going to go over one time, 1 knot, pull it tight, and then 2 knots, 1, 2, oopsie, pull it tight, and then I'm going to do 1 more. Just when I think I have enough, I always do 1 or 2 more, because I want to be safe and make sure that it's not going to break. So pull it tight. So now I have it tied good. Well, actually, I'm going to go ahead and do it 1 more time. Okay, and then I'm going to hold the knot and pull the cord. So pull one side of the cord and hold the knot down. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the other side of the cord. Hold the knot, pull. Don't break your cord. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and take my glue and brush it on the knot. That's just to keep the knot from slipping, because this is stretch cord, so it may, you know, slip a little bit. So just to be safe, I would rather put a little bit of glue right there on the knot. That'll hold it in place. And I'm going to go ahead and cut my cord right close to the knot. And here you have it. And where is our knot? Right here. Let's tie this knot. Okay, well, here is our first bracelet. It is so pretty and so easy. I'm perfect for beginners. And this is so pretty. And this is the focal, but really any of these beautiful roses could be the focal. Just so pretty and so light and elegant, but a little bit of boho at the same time. Okay, so let's go ahead and, well, let's go ahead and make a couple of dangles, because you guys know I like to be a little bit extra. But we are going to leave this soft, so we're just going to create just a couple of little dangles that we could add to the side. And then we're going to add 1 more bracelet and a pair of earrings. So let's go ahead quickly and make a couple of little charms. So I'm taking a head pin, a gold head pin, and I'm just going to take one of these little crystals. And then also I'll take one of the pink glow glass. So like that. So I'm going to put these on my head pin, and then I'm going to take my round nose pliers, position the round nose pliers right on top of the bead, and then bend it forward, so bend it toward myself. Then I'm going to take the head pin and flip it over the top of the round nose pliers. And then I'm going to take my round nose pliers out and reposition it to the bottom. And then just give this a bend up like that. Fix your dangle, and then just wrap it around a couple of times. So, and I'm not doing a neat wrap. This is a boho bracelet, so to me it doesn't really matter how neat it is. I kind of like the little, messy kind of, not that it's messy, but just, it doesn't have to be perfect to me. If you want it perfect, by all means, do it how you like. Do it whatever your style is. As I always tell you, I'm just giving you the inspiration. So do it how you want. And then make sure this edge is bent down inside. And I'm going to go ahead and make a few more charms, and I'll meet you back here in a few minutes. Actually, this one I think I'm going to leave like this. My next bracelet, because the next bracelet is just going to be just a easy, simple, just to accompany our focal bracelet. So it's just going to be a slight, just an easy bracelet. So I think I'm going to add the charms to that bracelet. And I'm going to go ahead and cut the stretch cord and pre-stretch it to get it ready for our next bracelet. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you back here. And for this bracelet, I'm going to use some of the pearls and some of the clear crystals and gold spacers, some of the pink glow glass. I'm going to start with one of the larger crystals, followed by a gold spacer. And then I'm going to put a couple of pearls, a pink glow glass, and a gold spacer. And then a larger pearl, followed by another gold spacer. And then a small pink glow glass. And then I'm going to use one of these pale hearts. And then I'm going to use a couple of pearls and a gold spacer. Next, I'm going to use a crystal. And then a pearl. And this is looking really, really pretty. And then I'm going to use a small pink glow glass. And then a small crystal, followed by a gold spacer. Very nice. And then I'm using a large pink glow glass and a large pearl, followed by a gold spacer and a crystal, a large pearl, a large pink glow glass, a spacer, very pretty, and then a large pearl and a crystal, followed by a gold spacer. Next, I'm adding a large pink glow glass and then a large pearl, followed by another gold spacer. And then I'm going to add a pearl and then a crystal. And then I'm adding a gold bead cap, a pink glow glass, and another bead cap. And it's almost long enough. It looks super pretty. Look at how pretty that is. Now we can go ahead and tie our bracelet. We're going to tie it one time, pull it really tight. Now we're going to tie it twice. Pull it tight. It looks super pretty. Go ahead and tie it one more time. Pull it. And then 2 more times. Pull tight. And then hold the knot down and pull 1 cord. And then do that on the other side with the other cord. Hold the knot down, pull that cord to pull the knot down. And then we're going to go ahead and put on some glue. Just a little bit. And now we're going to go ahead and cut our cord. Make sure you don't cut the knot. And then hide your knot underneath the bead. It looks very pretty. And it goes really nice with our focal bracelet. A super pretty set. Look at how pretty that is. Simple but elegant. And now we're going to open a jump ring to attach our charms to the bracelet. And this is how you open and close a jump ring. You just want to go up and down, never side to side. Go ahead and attach the charms. And I'm attaching all of them to 1 jump ring. So 3 charms. I mean, if you want to add more, you can add more. I think 3 is fine. And then I'm going to determine where I want to put them on my bracelet. So just separate the beads and place the jump ring over the cord. And make sure your charms are placed how you want them. And then we're going to close the jump ring. So we're just going to make sure the jump ring is flush with the other side so it's completely closed. It's very pretty. I love the addition of the charms. Very, very nice. And it fits very well. Again, it's about 7 1/4 inch, which is about what the focal bracelet is as well. And you could make yours as big or as small as you need it. But very pretty. Look at how very nice they look together. Boho, but yet a little, Valentine and a little glamorous. Super pretty. I love the colors. It's Valentine without being a Valentine in your face. So you can still wear these bracelets, even when it's not Valentine's Day, I think, because it's just the pink roses, so it's not totally all Valentine-y hearted out, but very nice. So perfect for all year long, in my opinion. So pretty. I mean, you could go out, with your loved one for Valentine's Day and have this really pretty set. You could easily just wear it to work with a very, nice top. So elegant and casual at the same time. And I love our little dangle here. So cute. Yes, I really love how this came out. So let's go ahead and make a really quick pair of earrings to go with our bracelets. So grab yourself an eye pin and a head pin. And of course you need an ear wire. And then we need our beads. I'm going to take my eye pin. And first I'm just going to insert one of my pearls. So just like that. And then I'm going to use a spacer. Yeah, let's use this one. So the little gold rondelle. Let's use that. Yeah, that looks pretty. And then I'm going to use one of my pink glow glass, and this is the larger one. And then I'm going to use one of these gold spacers. Just like that. And then one, let's put a smaller bead at the top. Like that. So one of these little frosted crystals, let's use that at the top. Yeah, so just like that, just a simple pair. So I'm going to go ahead and take my round nose pliers and then just give this a bend right at the top here, right above that bead. And then loop that back around the top wire. And then I'm going to reposition my round nose pliers, putting the bottom and make sure this is straight. And then you make sure you have a good hold on this. Just take your wire and bend that around. And then I'm going to wrap it a couple of times. So probably about 2 times is all we're going to get. Just so it's nice and secure. Okay, now we can go ahead and cut this wire off. And then go ahead and smash your sharp edge down. And then position your loop, make sure it's straight. Okay, that looks really pretty. Now I'm going to take one of my hearts. I'm going to use the lighter one. And then go ahead and place this on your head pin. Like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing and just wire wrap this. But we're going to attach this to the bottom of this loop here. So we're not going to go ahead and totally wrap it yet. So bend this forward and then loop that around. And then reposition. Now go ahead and cross this over slightly. but leave it enough to where you can insert this onto the bottom loop here. So just like that. And then insert that on your bottom loop. And there we go, just like that. Okay, so now we're going to close up the loop here. So I'm going to insert my round nose pliers like this, and then I'm just going to wrap this around. So I'm wrapping it around the wire, and I'm going to wrap it about 3 times just to the top of the heart. So just like that, and then cut your edge. Okay, that looks really, really cute. Now we're just going to take our ear wire. You don't need a separate jump ring. So go ahead and where the wire opens, just take your pliers and bend that up slightly just to open it up, and then place it on your earring. Just like that, and then bend it back into place. So just like that. Simple, right? Simple and so pretty. Very cute. Now we have a cute pair of earrings to go with our beautiful bracelets. So cute. Really quick and easy. Easy for beginners. Okay, beaders, well, here you have it. Frosted Valentine. I really love how this set turned out. The bracelets are soft and dreamy, but also a little bold to stand out on your wrist. And the earrings complement the bracelets perfectly. And this is a perfect accessory to wear on Valentine's Day or any time of the year just because you love pink like I do. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel for more beading fun. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.